Welcome to our All About eBooks tutorial. In this tutorial, we will cover how to search for ebooks, how to access the full text of ebooks, how to download specific pages or chapters to keep, how to create a My EBSCOhost account, download complete ebooks for up to 2 weeks, and how to obtain and use Adobe digital editions. To begin looking for ebooks, you want to go to the library website. You can type library.lutherrice.edu into the top of your web browser, or you can visit the library through the library link in your My Campus portal or Blackboard. From the library homepage, you can use the one search box and the eBooks tab to begin looking for ebooks. You can also come down here to find books and go straight into EBSCO eBooks or ProQuest eBooks directly if you'd like to browse or simply limit to one of these collections. We also have Access 360 eBooks, which functions differently. We won't be going over this collection in this tutorial. There are other tutorials for Access 360 eBooks. It works completely differently. What I'm going to do is come up here and search the eBooks tab of the one search box, and I'm going to look for biblical counseling. Let's go ahead and search. When you come to this page, you want to click the All Students Click Here link and log in. And you only have to do this if you're not already logged in to My Campus or Blackboard. When you use the one search box to search for ebooks, you're searching both ProQuest and EBSCO at the same time. These that show the ePub full text, those are going to be EBSCO ebooks, and you can also see over here the database it's pulling from, eBook collection EBSCOhost. And you should see some ProQuest books as well. I think on this page, the only one I see is this. If you click that, it'll take you to ProQuest eBooks unless the same book is also available in EBSCO, which it looks like it is. So this link is just going to take you to the one that's in EBSCO. The system prefers EBSCO. That's our main ebook collection. So yeah, this one's also available in EBSCO, so it just took us to the EBSCO record. You can access the full text. Sometimes it'll have both formats, the PDF and the ePub. Sometimes it'll just have one. If you open it, you can view the full text. You don't have to do a download. What the download does is it makes the book available offline. And it also allows you to check it out to where you'll have access to it guaranteed for 1 to 2 weeks, depending on which one you choose. I just wanted to point out that most ebooks have a table of contents where you can access specific chapters. Sometimes they have the sections indexed like this one does. So that's helpful when you want to browse the ebook. I also wanted to point out that most of them have, in EBSCO, have the download chapter shortcut. So if you don't need the entire book, if you just need a section of it, it's better to just download those few sections that you need. That way you don't keep other students from accessing the ebook if there's only a few copies of it available. So let's just try the download chapter feature. You can do the one page that you're on. You can do the whole chapter. It tells you how many pages. Also, each book has its own page limit. This particular one says you can download up to 60 pages. Again, this is a preferred way to do a download if you only need a part of a book. That way other people can also access this ebook as well, and it's not tied up as a checkout to one particular student. You can also do the current page and the next X number of pages. Once you get your section that you want, you just hit download PDF. It becomes a file. This is Chrome. Chrome will put it down here in the left corner. Firefox will put it up here in a arrow that you have to click on, a down arrow. But I can open it, or I can show it in a folder. If you do show in folder, you can copy it and put it on your computer wherever. Let's say the desktop. You can just like right click and paste it. And here it is down here at the bottom. So that's one option. You can also print certain pages, and you can email certain pages to yourself. And finally, I'll show you how to do the full download of the book. Now, keep in mind, the chapter downloads I just showed you, those downloads will last indefinitely. You can keep them indefinitely. This full download will only last for a week to 2 weeks, depending on which option you choose. When you click full download, you get this pop-up box. You need to sign in or create an account with My EBSCOhost. There's a couple of ways you can do this. You can, if you don't have a My EBSCOhost account, you can create one down here. You'll need to fill out this form, first, last name, email, create a username and password, and get a secret question, a secret answer, agree to the policy, and then continue. Let's go back. If you want to take a shortcut, you can sign in with Google. If you're logged into your student email account, it will use that Google account. It's essentially, it's provided through Google. Or if you already have a login, here's where you type it in. Okay, and then you'll get this pop-up window. You can choose 1 or 2 weeks. If you only need it for a short time, I recommend using the 1, because for each copy that we have, it'll be tied up and not usable by anyone else for the amount of time that you choose here. You could choose a format. The PDF is recommended for computers. The ePub is recommended for mobile devices. And you have to click this box that says I have Adobe Digital Editions installed. You can access this program by clicking on this link here. And you will need to install this before you're able to get the download. So there's a link here for Mac computers, a link here for Windows computers to get the download. When you hit that, it's going to download it, and then it's going to put it down here, the same place it put the other file if you're using Chrome. If you're using Firefox, again, it's going to put it up here in a down arrow. So you want to click on that file, and it's going to ask, do you want to make changes to your device? And you're going to hit yes, and it's going to run the install. Once you get that product installed, it should put it on your desktop. It looks like this. And that's the program that's going to open the ebook download for you. If it's your first time using Adobe Digital Editions, you'll need to actually open that program and set it up. There's an easy way to do this. If you just go to Help and Authorize Computer. Mine is already set up without an ID, but it'll give you the option to set it up without an ID, and that's fine unless you're wanting to take these files and transfer them to a secondary device, such as an e-reader or Nook or something like that, in which case you'll need to create an Adobe ID that you use on your computer and the other device so that they're synchronized. I'm going to go back to our checkout, and I'm going to click full download. And if you're using Chrome, you'll need to come down here and hit open. It'll show you that it's like downloading it into the program. Okay, so once the book opens, it looks like this. You can use this button here to explore the table of contents and jump to any chapter or section you want. But let's say the book doesn't open on its own and you see this view here. You can open the book just by double clicking on it as long as it's not expired. And again, you see the table of contents here. This one happens to be an EPub, so you see the scroll bar down here at the bottom. Up here in the upper right, you can change the font size. You can search for keywords here. And you can scroll through the book to find every place that word occurs. You can also bookmark specific pages by clicking this little tool here. What that does is it puts that particular page here in a bookmarks list so that you can jump around amongst the bookmarks that you've placed in this book. Obviously, I've already placed a couple in this particular book. So let's go back to the library now. And I just want to show you a couple of things. You see that I have some expired content here. The way to get rid of that is just by right-clicking. And if it's expired, you can just hit remove from library. If it's not expired and you're finished with it, it would be great if you would return it early so that other people can use it. So you can just right click on it and click return borrowed item. And then click return. And I wanted to show you briefly the same process in the ProQuest eBook Central database. I've done a search for biblical counseling inside of the ProQuest database. I'm just going to choose this book here. Sometimes when you're doing the one search and you come across that link that says access in eBook Central, it'll take you to a page that looks like this. However you get to the ProQuest ebook does not matter. This process will work the same way. So first off, you don't have to download the book if you don't choose to. You can tell here that this one has unlimited access. So you're guaranteed access to this book without downloading it. If you want to just read it, you can click read online. And it does a lot of similar things as I've already shown you. You have the table of contents. And the chapter download button looks like this. It's a PDF image. It'll let you do the current chapter. But the main thing I wanted to show you was the full download. So you can use this button here, or if you're not inside the book, you can use the download button here. So let's do that. And if you're using your own computer, just hit continue. And again, it asks you, do you have Adobe Digital Editions? Because it's going to be using the same reader program. If you don't have it, you can get it with this link here. We already have it. So let's hit done with this step. Choose the number of days you want the book, up to 3 weeks on these. And if there's a choice, you can choose the format. The ePub, remember, was the one with The navigation bar was at the bottom. There are a few differences. ePub is ideal for mobile devices. I'm just going to go with the PDF since I'm on a laptop. Click download. Again, I'm using Chrome, so it puts the file down here in the bottom left. Click the arrow, click open, download, open, and then from here it's the same. Thank you so much for taking time for this tutorial. If you get stuck at any point or have any questions, please email us at library@lutherrice.edu or call us at 770-484-1204 extension 5756, or chat with us from our library website, library.lutherrice.edu, or come by and see us in person when we're open. Thank you, and remember, we're here for you.